huge. Salt. It has enormous currents, rivers of water flowing through water. Come on! Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Brought to you by salt and by water. Salt, water, and saltwater are wholly owned subsidiaries of the Ocean Group, including the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and Antarctic. Trademarks of Earth Incorporated.
This popcorn is good, but it needs a little salt. Yeah. Now, if this were a bowl of seawater instead of a bowl of popcorn, it would have this much salt. Oh, man, that's salty. But in the ocean, there are quadrillions of tons of salt. There's other minerals, too, and lots of living things. And the ocean is so vast. There's so much to explore. There's so much water. Wind and salt keep ocean water moving in huge currents, rivers of water flowing through water. This is our indoor ocean of science. This is our small salty sea. Heat from the sun makes water in the ocean evaporate. Here we're using this burner. The water evaporates, but the salt stays in the ocean. Water goes up into the sky, cools, and forms clouds. Then it falls down as rain. So this water is like rainwater. It's good.
Yeah.
It is good. It's not salty at all. So wind and rain make different parts of the ocean have different amounts of salt. They're different saltiness. So over here, we have some very salty water. And here we have some water that's not so salty. Watch what happens when I raise this gate. They're gonna mix. Watch.
The gate's open and they're up.
See, very salty water is heavier, and it pushes some of the not so salty water out of the way, and we get a current. Now, winds also make ocean currents. Ocean currents move huge amounts of ocean water all over the world, all the time. Ocean currents are cool.
See for yourself how water in the ocean holds a lot of heat. Take 2 glasses, fill one with water that's room temperature, and leave the other one empty. Put them in the fridge and wait 15 minutes. Check it out! The glass of water feels warmer than the glass of air does. That's because water holds more heat than air. Ocean water holds a lot of heat, too. The famous Gulf Stream current has so much heat that it keeps places like Iceland, Norway, and Britain from getting too cold in the winter.
Britain is also known for fish and chips, the Beatles, and rabid soccer fans.
These ripples are caused by the force of the wind. See that line where the water looks smooth? That's a current line. It's an ocean current, a river of water flowing through water. You can see it. These plants are called kelp, and they float around on the ocean currents. They use the ocean currents to get nutrients, that's food, and transportation, that's how they get around, and to keep it the right temperature for growing. Right there, no current, no kelp.
The currents! The currents!
Don't forget the salt.
Get out of my way!
Next on Submarine.
Take it down to 500 feet and ride with the currents.
But Captain, it's too salty. We're starting to float.
Here we have some colored water, and here's some salt. Now suppose we dissolve these equal amounts of salt in this water. Which one is going to taste saltier?
I don't know.
Well, let's try it. Well, that's easy. This one's going to taste saltier because it has the same amount of salt dissolved in less water. Now, let's say we were out in the middle of the ocean and the sun is beating down. What's going to happen? Well, some of the seawater is going to evaporate into the air, and the salt is going to stay there. It's just like having the same amount of salt dissolved in less water. Now, the more salt in the water, the heavier it is. So it sinks. See? Now, the currents set up by warm and salty water sinking and rising in the ocean are called thermohaline currents. Now, thermo, that means heat. Haline, that means salt. Thermohaline currents make huge masses of seawater flow in huge currents all over the world. It's salt. It's thermohaline. It's salty.
Don't drink that, Bill.
Oh, boy. That is salty.
Told you.
It is neat experiment.